Hello everyone, welcome to Best EduCreator Show. How are you doing today? International education headline news and updates. Welcome everyone to Best EduCreator Show. Welcome. You're welcome to our daily podcast show, and our objective of today's session is on international education headline news and updates, right? This is a weekly session whereby we get to keep our listeners, our fans, our audience abreast of what is going on or what is happening in the education sector all around the world, right? So welcome everyone to Best EduCreator Show. You are welcome, and let's just get into the headlines. IIE aims to boost access, equity and diversity with new center. Quebec could be sued by international students over private college closure affair. Australia, students switching to vocational courses for unscrapped work rights. Forum pictures US education abroad sectors a new normal. Welcome everyone to the Best EduCreator Show. Welcome to our weekly international education headline news and updates, right? Now let's get into the headlines and details, right? Headline and details. IIE aims to boost access, equity and diversity with new center. Details. The Institute of International Education is launching a new center for access and equity aimed at expanding access to international education for all. Quebec could be sued by international students over private college closure affair. Details. Quebec Ministry of Higher Education and Immigration, Canada, could be sued for millions of dollars by a law firm that is acting on behalf of over 500 international students, according to a report by CBC News. Australia, students switching to vocational courses for unscrapped work rights. Details. International students have been arriving in Australia on university courses and then switching to vocational or private colleges, which have more flexible study options to benefit from the country's uncapped work rights, and Agent Association has warned. Forum pictures US education abroad sectors new normal. Details. The Forum on Education Abroad held the in-person component of its 19th annual conference in Seattle last week, following 2 days of virtual sessions earlier this month. Welcome everyone to Best EduCreator Show. It's a wrap for our weekly international education headline news and updates. So I want to welcome everyone to our daily podcast show. Do you know you can listen to our daily podcast show right on the YouTube app? you can listen to our daily podcast show. So when you're on YouTube, right, you can access our daily podcast show by just clicking on the search icon or the search bar at Best EduCreator, right? At Best EduCreator, you find our daily podcast show, right? Our daily podcast show, you'll find our daily podcast show, our daily sessions, whereby you can listen, you can interact, you can engage, right? And if you love education content, you can please turn on the notification bell, right? Turn on the post notification bell, so whenever we upload a daily podcast sessions, YouTube will notify you, right? Remember, at Best EduCreator Show, what we offer our clients, our listeners, our audience, our fans is education content, right? Education content, we mean education scholarship, education news, education loans, right? What is happening in the education sector, education gist, education updates, right? Every information, like famous scientists, every information around the education sector or the educational line is being offered by our daily podcast show. So where will you be? What show will you be? What show will you be listening to? The Best EduCreator Show, because there is a lot of value you are going to benefit or derive from, right? Very, very beneficial, right? And before I say a wrap, we also announced available education vacancies, right? So if you are in search of a job, or you are job hunting, or you are in search of a job, or you need opportunities as regards work, stay with us, right? We always announce new available and verified jobs on our daily podcast show. Remember, while you listen, share with your family, your friends, your teachers, your administrators, your colleagues, your co-workers. Share with everyone. Please spread the news. Tell them that our Best EduCreator Show, we love what we do and we offer education content. Remember, it is a daily podcast show. It is a daily podcast show, whereby so we have sessions on Mondays, we have sessions on Tuesdays, we have sessions on Wednesdays, we have sessions on Thursdays, we have sessions on Fridays, we have sessions on Saturdays, we have sessions on Sundays. So it's a daily podcast show, and this is what we love doing. We love giving education content, right? Now, also let me make this quick announcement, everyone. You can listen to our daily podcast show on all audio streaming platforms. So if YouTube is not your thing, right? YouTube is not your thing, you probably are not a fan of the YouTube app. You can also listen to our daily podcast show on Spotify. You can listen to our daily podcast show on Spotify. So you can just go on Spotify app or whatever, or on your website, and at Best EduCreator, right? At Best EduCreator, it's going to bring out our Spotify profile. Click on it, listen, share, and interact. You can listen to us on Google Podcasts, AudioMark. You can listen to us on Podomatic app of Upper. You can listen to us on all audio streaming platforms you want to actually think about. On all audio streaming platforms, you can listen to our daily podcast show. And remember, while you're listening, please take actions. You can, as you are listening on whatever platform you are listening to, if it's Boomplay or whatever platform you are listening on, ensure you follow us. Do not only listen. It's not enough for you to listen. Follow us, because that's how we go. Please follow our daily podcast show. Follow our sessions. Follow us, right? Like, engage, interact with us, because Best EduCreator is always available. We are always available to serve your education needs and concerns, right? So I want to say thank you so much to everyone, right? It's a wrap, and our objective has been accomplished. International education, headline news, and updates. So tomorrow we are going to talk about education loan providers, right? We are going to continue on that. And remember, please share and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Best EduCreator Show, love and passion for education. Thank you.